In It's Just a Movie news, submitted by Doorbuster Deals.
Fucking love. Westinghouse television, $115.
Westinghouse?
5-inch.
What are you talking
That's
about?
a doorbuster deal, bud.
Yeah, it is like a Black Friday deal.
Like a Black Friday deal.
Is that an
doorbuster?
That's an expression?
Westinghouse is a brand.
Westinghouse is like the shittiest brand you can imagine having.
Oh, really? Talking about doorbuster deal. That's an expression?
Yeah.
Oh, I've never heard.
It's a doorbuster deal. Walmart, how they're like all trying to like get in the door.
What kind of American are you? You don't know doorbuster deal.
I thought you come on a door.
What the fuck?
That's actually, I can see it. I can see it.
Tim's too rich now. He doesn't know those doorbuster deals.
That's
He
true.
doesn't know what a Westinghouse is.
That's true.
I don't.
He doesn't know about this TV that is deceptively small, but it weighs more than it looks.
Yeah.
Do you know Insignia?
What's insignia?
Yeah, see.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically another brand of
It's
Westinghouse.
another like, bargain brand for TVs.
Yeah.
I think I have a Sony.
Somebody's watching this right now and an Insignia and they're going, oh.
All this peasant talk. I don't know what you guys are saying, bro.
Get a TCL. It's a good brand.
Oh, they're giving those away.
Y'all just making shit up now, man.
No, it's a real brand. You fucking.
I don't know
bougie
either,
fuck.
Tim.
I own a TCL, alright? I love it.
I only know Sony and Samsung.
Oh, wait, I know TCL. Don't go chase
TLC.
waterfall.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anyways, actually, Crazy Rich Asians,
Oh.
which did well in the U.S. theaters, is apparently a flop in China.
What?
Because they're like, you're not as rich as me.
Oh yeah. They thought it was like poor Asians and shit.
Yeah.
So,
They're like, you're not that rich.
Movie about poor people. What the hell?
this is from Wall Street Journal. This one sentence made me laugh my ass off. Are you ready? Yep. In China, home to the world's largest population of Asians, it is bombing. Right? Yeah. Nationwide ticket sales have barely topped 1.4 million so far.
Well, it's an Asian American film, so it's not relatable over there either, right?
Yeah, it's not big for them.
To
over
them, it
there.
probably feels very false and disingenuous.
But David, it says Asians.
Well, no, that makes
I thought
sense,
they'd be
right?
at least curious about like our content over here.
But they watch the shit out of American cinema.
They want American stuff.
yeah.
They want
I
Transformers.
want to watch black people, not my people.
It makes sense because I mean it was hyped up here because we've never seen a movie with a full Asian cast, right? Over there, it's like it's imagine if a movie came out here that was called like.
Crazy rich
No,
white people.
no, like white people doing white people shit. It's like we've seen this for the past 100 years. Why?
What, are we watching a documentary or what?
White man fucks a pie. We watched that movie 7 times.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. Now we want Asian guy fucks a sushi.
See, nobody saw that.
Oh, that's right.
They wouldn't make it.
Saw that coming.
Jiro dreams of sushi.
Ooh.
Oh, that was good. I like that.
Jiro wet dreams of sushi.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, fucking Skyscraper probably makes $10 billion.
And China loves Skyscraper.
Well, yeah. Well, because when that makes sense too, because they don't have a lot of like
Skyscraper.
Buff ass motherfuckers.
buff ass, islander black dudes fucking jumping off of buildings and
What
shit.
is that on his arm? It's called a bicep.
Like compared to this anyway, I don't know that they love Skyscraper. I'm saying compared to 1.4 million, yeah, you better believe Skyscraper
Wait,
made
is it
more than that.
1.4 million tickets or dollars?
$1.4 million.
What?
Empty theaters.
That's like one theater in China.
That's what I'm saying. Empty theaters have forced cinemas to cancel thousands of planned screenings.
Wow.
One online reviewer compared the movie to General Tso's Chicken.
Oh, what?
Oh, is that on Rotten?
Tomatoes?
I'm like, who wrote this? A fucking comedy writer?
What's a Chinese equivalent to a tomato? Rotten bok
turnips?
choy. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, so
We have tomatoes too, asshole.
We invented, motherfucker.
Yeah, you fucking
is
bitch.
there a Chinese perspective on this? Like, is there anyone that's like, well, we don't want to see something that we already do?
They didn't say anything that frank. It was very much like,
Because when I saw this, I didn't think Asian American. I thought Singaporean culture.
Which is totally different from like Chinese.
Yes,
I'll
because
put it to-
Singaporean Chinese is different from China Chinese.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, any fucking country that likes Chronicles of Riddick should not have an opinion about film, right?
true. Dude,
No, they don't love Chronicles. They love Vin Diesel.
So-
and who can blame them?
They talked to this student named Hugh Linau. Okay, he went to catch the movie, right? Because he heard about how Americans love it. And he said there's half a dozen people in the theater at all, and the film left him feeling perplexed. He said it was very lighthearted, but he didn't like how it portrayed wealthy Chinese people as, quote, having old-fashioned thoughts and behaviors that are in poor taste.
Interesting.
Oh my. Okay. No. Here's the thing. Okay, I watched this documentary about mainland Chinese moving to Vancouver. Right. There's a lot of people moving there.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: the Chinatown there and the old kung fu schools and the restaurants and all those, they're dying out because there's a disconnect from mainland Chinese and the old school Chinese because culturally they can't vibe. So after communism and all that shit happened, they threw away all of Confucianism and all those ways of thinking, and they are like, let's think about the future. Let's think about like, let's be more, different, I guess, So there's a lot of things where they look at old Chinese culture or whatever and go, oh, that's so outdated.
Interesting.
So they might be looking at this movie exactly as that because, it makes sense. Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah,
watching
yeah.
Crazy Rich Asians and they're like, no one thinks like this anymore. There's like no one can relate to this old grandma.
It's making fun of old shit.
Yes.
Like to
Right.
them, it's much more
Well, this is
current.
what I was talking about, like even in my comments, like they don't understand, they're only seeing it through their perspective, right?
Yeah.
So you can't tell an Asian American what their Asian American experience is. Just like I can't tell you what your Chinese, we're only saying it through our lens,
Right.
for what we experience from people here.
Yeah.
And we're dumb too. We don't know.
They're not high quality consumers. It's a new, it's very new. Like their middle class is new, all that stuff. So like art is a luxury of people with money.
Yeah.
Like over time, when the rich is like old money and middle class is like there for a long time, I think they're gonna cultivate a better taste bud for the fucking movies and shit.
Plus, Crazy Rich Asians was such a specific story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like-
it's very niche. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because like Singapore is almost, man, you go to Singapore, it's like, like fantasy world. You feel me? Like,
Oh, yeah.
well, the part that tourists go to anyways,
I was
right?
there with you in Singapore.
Yeah, that's right,
yeah.
right? And it's so like, you go there and it's like, you feel like you're on another planet almost.
It's the cleanest place I've ever been, dude.
Yeah,
It's like freshly clean. The streets are fucking clean. There's no gum anywhere because it's illegal to have
Gum
gum.
is illegal.
The
Scrubbed it.
And that's all of
Like, it
Singapore. You're
looks
talking
like
about
that.
just the tourist area.
whole, I mean, dude,
No,
everywhere
that's
we
all
went,
Singapore.
every crack of Singapore is beautiful and pristine.
So there's critique from real people that live in Singapore saying like not all of Singapore is this like rich people shit, right? But at the same time, there's still like gum is still illegal everywhere. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? So it's
yeah.
still mad clean.
And then they don't even let locals into the casino. They have like these casinos at the top of these buildings.
Oh, shit.
And they don't let locals go there because they don't want locals to be into gambling. They only have them for like Westerners and
that's so
foreigners
nice.
and Chinese who come.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Yo, Singapore's like crazy, man. Like, yo, it's one of my favorite countries to visit because it's different, bro. Like, especially if you've never been to. I always tell people that have never been to an Asian country to go to Singapore first because it's almost like a
stepping
buffer
stone.
zone. Yeah,
Yeah.
stepping stone because everyone speaks English. Like, because that's Singapore's first language because it's so diverse out there. Everyone just kind of goes to Singapore just to.
They need a
So
common denominator.
it was a
language.
British colony.
Yeah.
So it was Malaysia at one point, and then the Chinese people were second-class citizens in Malaysia, but they were balling. So that area, the mayor of that town just said, "Coup,
Yeah.
we're gonna
That's
keep
a
this
quote.
area."
That's a direct quote.
Cool.
He said coup. And he,
Cool.
and then he pees.
And he's like, "We are now Little China."
It was a great speech. You have to look it up.
Bro, it's weird. There's like Louis Vuitton stores like every 2 blocks and
Yes.
shit. It's so
Yes.
weird, dude.
It's like you're in Beverly Hills. It was crazy.
But it's dope.
yeah, it's
Crazy Rich Asians did how much here though? They did a shit ton here.
A lot in the US.
Killed here.
They made
like 130 or
It's
something.
the
of
highest
money.
grossing rom-com of like
Of like the
all
past
time.
10 years or so.
Some shit like that.
Something like
Yeah.
that.
No, they surpassed like some big ass shit.
They were surpassing Judd Apatow movies and shit, which was the
Wow.
old
That's
standard.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. It did really well here. And in a time where like the movie industry is kind of struggling and people aren't going to movies, like them getting that kind of success is fucking amazing.
Especially for an all Asian cast and that didn't really have like A-list celebrities, you know what I'm saying? I was pleasantly surprised by how well that shit did. Like, okay, look, I was gonna say the movie was the shit regardless, just because I want people to go see Asian movies. But it was cute. It was cute. It was like it was a solid movie.
Yeah, super cute.
Yeah, I was like having fun the whole time. Mm-hmm. So I mean, that's probably what people want. Like they just want like lighthearted fun.
So Chinese people don't know how to have fun.
I don't think they know how to
I want to see
relate.
that review, dude. First of all, it made me smile.
Well, that's what. So this other lady, she said that it quote it reinforced the stereotype that Chinese people are now rich and all they do is buy.
I mean,
And she is a 33-year-old financial professional. But get this, she is a 33-year-old financial professional in Shanghai. So I'm like,
You're not in this conversation, dude.
right? Said a very wealthy woman.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't.
And she throws her mink over her shoulder.
I didn't think it was gonna do well in China, honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Doesn't make
because
sense.
it's such a. Yeah, I thought it would do well for like Asians that live in English-speaking countries.
All of our trash films here do really well overseas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the gratuitous explosions, very like.
Transformers, dude, that thing fucking kills
Yeah, like,
overseas.
it doesn't need a lot of backstory. It just needs
Yeah.
high-packed action and great like effects.
Yeah.
Because we have in America, we have the best CG animation, dude. It's amazing here.
Any natural disaster movie will kill it in China.
That's why every time-
earthquake, volcano, tsunami.
Any kind.
And they kill it in America.
I've seen so many like Japanese, Chinese, and Korean film that do CG.
Yo, Chinese CG is
It
terrible.
looks like the stuff that I could do on After Effects.
Dude, but think about all that shit, like Independence Day, right? We were all jerking off going to the movie theater in
Oh, hell yeah.
1994
I've rewatched
or whatever.
Independence Day. Independence Day is fucking awesome.
Yeah, because we're like, dude, they blew up the fucking White House. It's so sick, right? But then now it's like they blew up the White House. It's so sick, and people are like, hey, whoa, hey, whoa. You can't say that. You can't talk about that. And it's like, dude, that used to be the fucking shit.
Yeah.
You know, a movie I thought was dope when I was a kid, and I watch it now. I'm like, they should remake this. Is Mortal Kombat. So I remember. Okay, first of all, I watched Street Fighter, and I was like, oh, Street Fighter's amazing. And then Mortal Kombat came out. I was like, oh, Street Fighter's whack. Like, because Mortal Kombat was so much better. But
Way
now
better.
I watch Mortal Kombat, and like now I'm like, yo, this shit's so like corny. Like the effects are so bad. Like I want them to remake it because like, yo, it'd be crazy now.
Do you
know?
remember Surf Ninjas?
Dog,
Hell yeah!
was my
That movie's the
shit.
motherfucking shit, dude.
I
Where every
love-
time that old man did something, a clear stunt double would come in.
Or then the kid on the Game Gear, and he's like, whoa, my Game Gear's controlling everything.
Yeah.
Dude, if that was happening to me, I would never be like, oh, maybe my Game Gear is controlling real life. That's what's so great about kids' movies.
Surf Ninjas. Wow.
Yeah. And then Three Ninjas, of course. A top three
Hell
ninjas.
yeah. Three
Ninjas kick back.
Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum, bro.
Colton Tum.
You are Tum Tum. It's like, 'cause you eat
Tum-tum.
everything, you little fat fuck.
That kid is like Brad Pitt in Burn After Reading. He was eating something in every scene,
He was my favorite character.
right? Brad Pitt was probably like, I'm gonna do a Tum Tum in this, so just bear with me.
I'm gonna do a Tum Tum.
And the director's like, yeah, sure.
The Coen brothers are like,
They referenced Tum Tum.
Right?